into a wide stance. Have your foot already up on the toe at the back foot, shoulders down and back, lock through the core, and go down really slow because you're only using body weight, so you don't want to do these quick. You want to go down nice and slow. Go down, just touch the knee on the ground. Don't bear weight on it, and just nice and slow. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Go 12 each leg. You'll soon bed in. Raised legs lunges. Find anything around the house that will bear your weight, and it doesn't have to bear all your weight, foot on back. So starting off with a lower one, going down, lock your core, come up nice and slow. Just makes it a little bit harder than having it on the floor. Go down and up. As you get a bit stronger, you go to something a little higher. Go down. Take your time, come up slow. Down. And come up slow. So just low chair, high chair, pull, stack of books. See how you go. So taking the lunge up level to either a hard set or more advanced. It's a jumping lunge. So we're not going to split, we're just going to stay on the one leg. And carry down, so eccentrically you're coming down slow. Lower. Lower, slow. Okay, that one really gets in. So now taking the lunge jump up a level. Okay, it starts to get a bit harder now with the foot raised. Control it on the down, going down. Control on the down. Starts becoming very powerful. So we're going to do split lunges, but alternating legs as we go. So lock and load, lock your core, shoulders down and back. Engage everything through the hips. Go down. Change. 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 Really good warm up for the legs. This is one of the hardest of the lunges, so it's jumping split lunges. Must stay in control. Lock your core, otherwise you're going to topple over to the sides. Lock your core, shoulders down and back, and control the downward force. Okay, go. You're trying to jump as high as you can and control it. Try and take that knee as close to the ground or just touching around as you can. For the beginner, wall sits are a really good strength exercise. Being in the right position is really paramount. So you're back flat against the wall. You want a 45-degree angle or 90-degree angle there, so that the load is all in the quads. And you sit back, shoulders back, and you're trying to sit there for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute. See how you go. See where you start with. And very quickly you'll start to get a burn in those quads, the legs will start to shake. Alright, so really good isometric exercise, really. If you want to take the humble wall sit up a level, you can put this foot up here and you just sit there, and all of a sudden you've taken a two-legged wall sit into a single leg, and that will really, really get you working. If you want, you can hold that leg out. You start working abs a bit more, and you take this to a whole new level. Performing the walking lunge, if you do it really slow, control, lift the knee nice and high, lock your core, shoulders down and back, and up, control down. Don't rush. Take your time, stay balanced. Lift that foot right up. It works quads, glutes, hamstrings. Doing a single leg lunge, keeping your back leg off the ground. I use two chairs. Have the seat's turned towards you, keep your body up as straight as you can. And now you're going to go down nice and slow. Bend that leg down. It's about how much you can bend the knee. Now we're getting into pistol squats. Again, I'll put the 2 chairs facing me this way instead of the backs towards me. Lock your core. You're going to have your leg out in front. Go down as low as you can. Try and keep the heel on the ground. Becomes a tough exercise. So now we're going to do sitting squats. You can do these different leg positions. So straight, just past shoulder width, a little further out, turned out. And it's going to work different parts of your quad muscles. So I'm going to do just past shoulder width, hands out in front, lock the core, shoulders down and back, go down really slow. Just touch. Now come up slow. The slower you go, the better. You want to take 4 to 5 seconds to going down, 4 to 5 seconds coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and touch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Trust me, that'll start working those quads big time. Right. Now for the advanced, we're going to do sitting single leg squats. This one's really tough. So if you can't go that low, put a block on it. Okay. You can, and then as you get stronger, you can take the block away. So you're going to go lock your core. You've got to get balance. Put your hands out in front. Lift that leg off the ground. Take time going down. Keep your balance. Really feel the quad working there. Now I'm going to do broad jumps. Really great, powerful exercise for the legs. Make sure that while you're doing this exercise, you're always working the legs, so don't stand up straight. Even when you jump to the other side, you jump around in a squat position, take off again, land, squat position, spin around, and go. So the whole idea is to not give the legs a break. So going down, jump, stop, jump, stop. So even when you spin around, you're down in a squat position. And you do that for 30 seconds, 45 or a minute, or sets of 12. See how you go. The humble frog jump still, to me, is one of the most powerful quad exercises you can do. And instead of doing it for reps, you do it for time. So if you're beginner, 30 seconds, intermediate, 45, advanced, a minute, and it will get into those legs. So posture, shoulders up, lock your core, go down, don't bend, stay upright. And so you've got to literally look like a frog and jump. Soak up the power, land on the balls of the feet. Push-ups for beginners. On your knees. When you put your hands on the ground, don't have your fingers straight. Turn them out to 1 o'clock. Spread your fingers open. Stay on your knees. Now, don't have your back sunk. Don't have your bum bent. You've got to lean forward over your shoulders, and as soon as you feel that midsection, now suck your belly button into your backbone, and the first part of your body that has to go to the ground is your chest. Alright, so you take the chest nice and slow, look forward and push up. So you're looking at something about here. Okay, so don't crane your heads. People do this, that's wrong. Okay, people do that, that's wrong. Got to go down. Suck the belly button into the backbone, look forward. First part of the body to touch the ground is the chest, and slowly come up. and blow out on the way out. Full body push up on your toes. Again, hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, wide fingers, turn the fingers to 1 o'clock, your hands to 1 o'clock. Up on your toes, don't sag, don't have your bum up in the air. You want to have a nice straight body. Look forward about 2 feet in front of you. Keep looking forward, go down. Chest just touching the ground, and then push up. Now remember, we're not using weights, so you need time under tension. Elbows go back at 45-degree angle. Take your time, make the chest work. Another thing that makes push-ups where you can vary them is hand position. So we're going to do wide push-ups. So hands go out wider than your shoulders. Elbows will still go back at 45-degree angle. You'll still look about 2 feet in front of you. Hold your body nice and straight. Suck your belly button into the backbone. Go down nice and slow. Push up. Make sure you straighten those arms all the way up. Good. So this is a rotating push-up just to work the pec muscle a little bit more in your push-up, and you're going to roll one shoulder away on every push-up. So going down, 1 o'clock with the fingers, nice straight body, suck the belly button into the backbone, look 2 feet in front of you, go down nice and slow. Come up, slow, and roll it away, and down, and the other side. And roll it away. And down. And roll it away. Well, okay, now we're starting to get into harder, more advanced push-ups. So we're going to do the diamond push-up. And a couple of different ways you can do it. You can do it under your chest or out in front of your head. So I'll demonstrate both. So the first one is under your chest. Elbows go back at 45 degrees. Suck your belly button into the backbone. Tighten your glutes. Look forward, straight ahead. Go down. And push. The other one is take your hands out in front. So you're going to put your nose in the diamond. And the ones out in front, get that just that little bit harder. Going to do unlevel push-ups. Now you can do these on your knees as well. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be just for advanced. So one hand on there is again 1 o'clock with your fingers. So if you're doing it on your knees, going down, look forward, lock your core. If you're going to go on your feet, so look forward, 2 feet in front, chest to the ground, and go all the way up. Main thing is that you straighten this arm on the block. Now we're going to do split arm push-ups again. We can go from knees to full toes. So you're still going to have your hands at 1 o'clock pointing, except one arm forward, one arm back. So on your knees, like that, going down, look forward. You do it on toes, lock your core, tighten glutes, and you feel it work your pec in a whole different spot. Do some that side, turn, Push your hands out low. So this is the Cobra push-up, and it's going to hit your triceps as well as your chest when you go up into that Cobra position. So hands are going to be down beside your shoulders, going back, go back, go down, go down. So pivoting on your toes, roll through, right through the toes, back, scoop, up, and push high. Good. So this is a full hinge push-up. You can do it as beginner or intermediate. So down like that, lock your core, look forward, elbows tucked right beside your body. Take your chest right to the ground. Now push all the way up, straighten those arms, lock those triceps when you get to the top. Go down, look forward, keep your chin up, and push. On the toes, lock your core, tighten your glutes, suck your belly button into the backbone, elbows in nice and close to the body. That'll get nicely into those triceps. So this is going to be your V push-ups. This is more for delts and traps. So you're going to stand with wide legs, go down to the ground, and you want your hands as close to your legs as you can possibly go, flexibility-wise. You can do it flat on the hands. I like to do it on my fingers, and you take your head to the ground. Push all the way up. For those of you that are a little more advanced in your chest capacity, you can start raising your legs up on a chair, which will put a lot more of your body weight load in through your pecs. So again, you can do all the different hand positions, the hinge, you wide, you narrow. Main thing is that you keep that belly button sucked into the backbone, still 1 o'clock with the fingers still looking ahead, and go down. Don't let the body sag. And push. You'll find that'll work the core as well, right through to the quads. Great little exercise. So for those of you wanting something a little more challenging, wall push-ups, and you can then walk your feet up the wall, going from lower pec, middle pec, upper pec, right up into delts, right up into full handstand push-up. So I'll demonstrate from low. Again, you can use all your different hand positions. Be careful because some of them can get very difficult. Okay, so you're going to press your body backwards against the ball, lock your core, get the shoulders, hands underneath your shoulders, and look forward, go down. As you get stronger, take your feet up. You can walk your hands in. And you can go all the way into the wall till you're into a full handstand push-up. The L-shape push-up off the wall becomes more an overhead press, so delts and traps. So again, walk your feet up the wall. And that's quite challenging at the top part of your pec. Well done. The crocodile push-up, really good mobile push-up to go up and back and up and back, or 10 meters in a straight line. See how you go. So you're going to literally be down low, up.
you'll find it works all the muscles in your body. Great little workout. This is for the more advanced plyometric push-up. You can do it with or without a clap. So I'll do a few without and then a few with. The clap just makes you have to push a lot harder. So you want to push when you're doing the plyometric push-up as hard as you can. Don't just get enough to get off the ground. You want to go as high as you can. And you want to cushion the land through your muscles, so don't land hard on your joints. So without the clap, with the clap. Okay, well done. And there's also a difference to the eccentric plyometric push-up. So what we're trying to do is slow down going down. So you're going to take 3 to 4 seconds to go down after you've exploded up. So I'll do it without the clap and with the clap. So going down. Explode up. Clap. And that works the eccentric part of that muscle on that explosive push-up. Well done. Another great way to work the chest is with strength and isometrics. So the song by Moby, Bring Sally Up, is a great song to do an exercise to. So you go up only when the song says Bring Sally Up, and you go down when it says Bring Sally Down. You wait there till it says to bring Sally up, and you see if you can complete the song or see how far you can go, and then you work on getting better and better. I'll give you a demo. So you do that for as long as you can, and you'll really feel a great burn in the chest. So now we start getting into quite advanced push-up exercises to work the chest with no weights. And so we're going to do one arm push-up. Your feet placement, so you go slightly wider legs to balance out the body. It's going to work through the core. And place the other hand behind your back without pressing into it. Just rest it there. So legs shoulder width apart. Get your hand underneath you. Oh, hand underneath you. Take that shoulder right to the ground. And that starts getting really hard. You really feel the same sort of pressure you'd feel on a bench press. Now we're going into very advanced, and you're going to go one leg, one arm. This is really quite hard. So only if you're at that level do you try this one, because it's really hard on the body. So diagonal opposites. And that works your whole body. Now we're going to do inverted push-ups with the hands down near the waist, and it puts a whole different load on the shoulders, works through the biceps as well, so it moves away from the chest, so it becomes another really useful push-up to do and learn. So you want to keep that body tucked in through the belly, look forward 2 feet in front of you, and when you do it you want to lean forward as much as you can balance. Great push-up. So this is an atomic push-up, similar to what you do on a TRX, but without the TRX. All you need is a slippery floor, a couple of rags, and a 3 different push-ups you can do, so working your abs in 3 different ways. So one is knees in, knees to the side, and then pike. And all the time, tucking your belly button into the backbone, looking 2 feet in front.
Belly button. Keeping it nice and slow. Makes for a great set where you do push-ups, chest
And abs all at the same time.
demonstrating beginner sit-ups.
So what you can do is lay back, feet flat on the ground, hands on your thighs. Now, depending on where your level is at, you might have to bring your feet in. The further out you go, the harder the exercise, and you're trying to get your wrist to your knees. Now, everyone mucks this up. So the start position is where your abs are first loaded. So here my abs are soft. So as I start to come up and my shoulders start to raise off the ground, now my abs are loaded. So that's as low as I go every time. I'll put my hands on my legs and rise up. Trying to keep the feet on the ground, wrist to the top of the knees. Come back, just to that loaded position. Wrist to the top of the knees. Don't let it off at the bottom. 2.
Okay, make sure you don't drop that head.
Laying prone, sit up. Now hand position determines whether you're beginner, slightly less beginner, intermediate, getting harder, advanced. And what you don't do is you don't flick your arms forward. So what you're trying to do is do a sit-up. So you come into loaded position where abs are switched on, shoulders are off the ground, drop here, and they're switched off. On, off, on, off. So that's where you start, and that's as low as you go. So if you're a beginner, your hands out the front, trying to keep the heels on the ground, only come up 3/4. Once you sit up straight, they're off again. On, off, on, off. So that's as high as you come. So you don't sit bolt upright. Come down, slow, slow, slow. Keep it activated. Don't switch it off. Come back up. And you're staying in that range. So it's not a huge range, but it's certainly going to work those abs where they don't get a rest. If you're a bit stronger, you put your hands here, and now you've got to lift a bit more body weight. Here, working harder, and here, working harder, and here, and you can see it definitely gets harder. A good one to do for your abs for time is a hollow rock. So you're going to rock your body like in a banana shape for 30 seconds if you're a beginner, intermediate 45, advanced a minute. So you're going to point your toes, point your fingers, stretch the arms, and you'll rock. Don't let your feet touch the ground. And you're not flicking your arms or your legs, you're just rocking.
And that really, really great workout for the abs. So now we're going to do V sit-ups.
And you want to do them slow and controlled. And again, where you have your hands is determined at your level, whether you're beginner, intermediate or advanced. So hands forward, beginners, bring them back, intermediate, chest or ears or behind for advanced. So lay back again, staying loaded. So even every time you come back, you never go off loaded. Hands in for beginner, coming slow. Take your time, nice and slow. It's not about how many, it's about how well. If little bit intermediate. Keeping it loaded all the time. Not trying to do them fast. Get a serious workout on those abs. This is one that's called thread the needle. So it works your obliques, but it also works your back muscles, your legs, your shoulders, and your back of your shoulder, rotator cuff, because you're doing rotations. So it's an ab exercise, but pretty much an all body exercise as well. So, and you can do this on your elbows or on your hands. I'll do some of both. So, arm up, turn your head, look at the roof, nice and slow, make the muscles work, thread the needle, keep everything off the ground, and up, coming down, thread the needle, take your time. If you do it on the hands, so up, thread the needle, open the shoulder blade up, look up, come down, right through as fast as you can. Take your time, nice and slow. For your rep of 12 each side. Another way to work your obliques is heel taps. Lay down, come up into loaded position where your abs are on, so you don't drop below that. On, off, on. You want to be on. You want your heels where just got to make you really work to get to them. That's it. Okay, and then you smooth. Go 1, 2, 3. So it's not about doing it quick. 4, 5, 6. And you do your set of 12, 14. See how you go. Alright, but smooth, slow, keep the abs under tension. Do prone position, elbows to knees. Another great ab back exercise. Again, everything you want to do is smooth, slow, and under tension. So you're coming diagonally across. Back. See, I'm not rushing back. Hold it. Until you finish your set. Well, again, working abs, obliques, so crossing from, and I'll work from beginner through to advanced. So with your beginner, you're going to have your hands like this. Nice and slow. When you come down, keep it under tension. More advanced. Try and get to the outside of the head. Big turn. Outside. Always keeping it under tension. Feet up. Works the bottom part. Here we're going to do pass over the moon. Got a few options. So from beginner through to harder and harder. So the first one is make sure to come up into loaded position. So your abs are on, toes are off the ground. Come up. Second option, pushing in, straight legs, past it when it's in the middle. Don't bring your legs back here because then you're not in a position. You got to crunch up, take it, come back, in the middle, take it down, 2 inches off the ground, shoulders off the ground, keep the abs engaged, back. An option for something slightly heavier, a book. In the middle, crunch up to get it down, up, back, separating both ways. And if you've got a basketball, kids playing, weighted ball, up, push it in, try it again, can either hold for a minute, or you can make this dynamic and be moving. So hips down and then up, down and up. If you want to work a bit harder, go up on your hand, go down deeper, down, hold it, don't rush, take your time, carry it slow, and then do 12 or 15 each side. Well, you can do side planks, elbow to knees, from the elbow or from the hand. So and you can go front on, so crunching, take that leg out, up the side. You can do it from up on the hand, front, side. Both work really well. This is an endurance exercise for the abs, and can be performed from right through, from beginner through to advanced. Just change the numbers to suit your level. So we call it 21s. So you're going to do 21 V-sits with a 7-second hover, and then 14 V-sits with a 7-second hover, and then 7 V-sits with a 7-second hover, without stopping. So if you can't do 21, 14, 7, do 15, 10, 5, or that sort of thing. Okay? So, engaged, hands out the front. If you're level, and you do 21 of these, and then 7 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you go into your 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do 14, and then 7 seconds. And then once you finish the 7 seconds, you do your last 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish 7, and then 7 seconds, and by the end, your abs are burning. Well done. Again, this is another one for pretty much any level, and just do as many as you can for your level, or you can do it for time, 30 seconds, 45, 1 minute, or you can do it for numbers. So we're doing star crunches. So in, remember, don't let it off at the bottom. Keep the legs pointing, turn out, hands go out as far as you can. And until you get a serious burn. We're going to do ab levers. So this is getting into more intermediate to advanced ab exercises. You can use anything in your house to anchor onto. So the leg of your couch, something solid that's not going to move, and you're going to lift your legs up and take that. That's the beginning. All right, taking the ab levers to the next level where it gets a bit harder is now you keep your bum off the ground. So your hips and your bum stay off the ground. Really, really makes you work. Okay, and I'll do 2 versions. One is just straight up, straight lift. The other one is with a pelvic push. And then you can go. And that really works your abs and your shoulders. Well done. And then you can get the ab lever to work your obliques as well by putting a corkscrew twist into it. So, in like this. Up. Come down slow. Up. If you want to keep it advanced, keep your bum off the ground. The lower you go, the harder it is.
strength to do that exercise.
One of the hardest muscle groups to work at home without the extra weights and so on is your biceps and your back. So that's the pulling action. So there's not a lot of things you can at home that you can train with to give you gym style quality. So one of the ones you can use is just get a belt. The longer the belt, the better, give you a bit more room to move. Go into a squat position, hold the belt in one hand like that, or if you've got two belts the same size, and you're going to bicep curl down as low as you can go. And then stand up against it, using your arms against your legs. If you get the side on here. And then lock it up, so you're working your arms against your legs. Until you finish your set, and it really does work those biceps. Another great bicep exercise that is used by a lot of martial artists, and it's an isometric bicep exercise. So you go down into a squat position, put one hand on top of the other, and you're going to press up, like the bicep curl, and you're going to resist with the other hand. Don't let it come up easy. Let your elbow come in now, curl it in. Straight from the side, and now you're going to press down and you're going to try to stop it coming down. Going to do this nice and slow. You should take maybe even up to 8 seconds to go up, and then 8 seconds to go down. And then repeat. And by the time, trust me, by the time you've done a set of 6 to 8, your biceps will be done. Well done. Another good martial arts favourite to work the back muscles is the monkey grip. Pulling from one side to the other, or pushing from one side to the other, which is going to work the back of the shoulders. So if you grip like this, and pull. And when you go as far as you can, you pull back, resisting both ways. Another variation is push. So hands like that, and pushing. Breathing all the time in squat position. Don't let it go easy. Your hand should be trembling. Drop that elbow. Push right away. Now the biceps on that left hand are holding. And you're pushing with the triceps. By the time again you've done 6 to 8, you'll be cooked. Another good one is using 2 chairs and a broom handle. Okay, make sure it's not an old, cracked, broken one or anything. Make sure it's a good broom handle. You can still have the broom attached to it, or a mop. Metal or wood will do. 2 chairs, put a towel on it so it can't slide. Make sure your chairs are sturdy, and you're going to come in underneath. And you can do your Australian chin-ups either forward or back, wide. I wouldn't go too wide, it puts too much pressure on the chairs. Keep them in as close as you can. Well done. Also use, if you've got solid chairs, they're not rickety or anything, you can do your dips in between chairs. So up in here. You can throw in ab exercise. plenty you can do with that one. Another place you can do your Australian chin-ups is at the dining table, nice and solid. Go underneath, hold it on the table, come down nice and slow. Pull up, as high as you can. Keep your body nice and straight. Lower really slow, get the most out of it. Plenty of gym equipment in your house. You can use your solid bench top to do bicep curls plus the squat. Put your hands underneath the bench and press down. Work it. Once you go as low as you can, start to stand up. Lock your biceps up. Once you get up, go back down. And you'll get a serious burn in those biceps by the time you've done 6 to 12. So there you go. For a bit of cardio, very simple, you don't need any equipment. We're just going to do fast feet. So this is to get your speed reaction up. And it's like dancing on hot coals as fast as you can. Set your time limit for 30 seconds, 45, a bit more advanced, go for 1 minute. And you want to move your hands as well as your feet. So slightly over and go. And you try and keep that up for the whole duration of your time. Another great cardio one is high knees. So place your hands out in front of you parallel to the ground, and you're going to be on your toes and tapping your hands with your knees. Again, you're going to do this to time, so 30 seconds for beginners, 45 for the intermediate, a minute for advanced, and as high as you can. You're going to lift your hands, make yourself go as high as you can. And you're going to do that to the duration of your time. For those of you that are a bit more energetic in your cardio, got a bit more energy, so we're going to do high knee jumps, hands at front, and we're going to jump and bring those knees up as high as we can. Again, beginners 30 seconds. Another great dynamic cardio that gets your heart rate right up, uses the big major muscle groups in your body, is jumping high knees. Keep your hands out in front, and for beginners, go 30 seconds, intermediate, 45, advanced a minute, and you're trying to keep that intensity up for that whole amount of time or as best you can. And legs out front, and keep that intensity going as long as you can. Well done.